Revo update. 3 women tell me what happens when they don't wait for the world to change. This is Puc-Cast. Welcome back once again to another Puc-Cast episode. With us we have a Revo team. With us it's Krista Briano, Rachel Thompson, and Grace Jung. Thank you ladies for coming back onto the show. Now, tell me, recently we had the Revo event and it was very exciting. And I'd love to just hear if you could briefly tell the people that weren't there what happened.
Well, basically, we had just a great turnout. There was a lot of people. We had, first there was a sale, and then there was spoken word, which is people like Dr. McDowell, Puc-Cast, and Martin Surge. And then we had an awesome concert.
What did they do?
They read poetry that they had written. What else? Like, not really essays, mostly poems, right? They mostly put together poems for the Revo cause, and most of them wrote things specifically for Revo, which is really, really cool. And then we had an awesome concert by GE, and here's the little GE fish that they left with us. So their name is Goodbye Elliot. So they did a concert, and then the end of the night, what sealed the deal was the fashion show.
Nice.
So.
All right. Very fun event.
Did I mention there was a sale?
Yeah.
Did I not? Okay, good, because there was a sale.
There was a sale and an auction.
And a silent auction,
and
yeah.
auction.
And actually, you got an Xbox.
I won an Xbox. Nice. I was so excited. Yay. No time to play it yet, but still, it was very fun. I was happy, and the fashion show was a good time.
It was
there was something for everybody,
yeah.
and also
true.
the art gallery.
The art gallery
as well. You said that there were some stories that people had shared with you. Would you mind telling some of those right now?
I guess, well,
they were more stories that we shared.
Oh, okay.
With people,
yeah.
right?
I guess, I mean, if you're talking about like the journey along the way, you know, our whole process of going about this, but there have been so many different things. Like, we didn't even know Grace till middle of April, and now we're like this. But it turns out that it's just really amazing the way that God has orchestrated this whole thing. You know, we started planning for Revo end of February, beginning of March. And our whole cause is to raise awareness about human trafficking. And it turns out that Grace, on her own, since February, had been, she heard about modern day slavery and that it still exists. And she, on her own, had been looking into it more, just thinking, you know, this is a huge injustice. I need to do something about it. And she had been praying for a few months, you know, of if there's something she could do here at PUC, that she'd be able to do it. And then it just turned out that middle of April, boom, we were brought together. Our mutual friend Jeremy introduced us, and it just, like, we both benefited so much because we really needed someone who had the heart for it, and she kind of needed us, so it just worked out so beautifully.
Good. So it sounds like it was quite the smash hit. What was your what was your favorite part of the whole program?
The GE concert. I don't know. That was pretty cool, though.
I think that's one of my favorites too. Just they did so well live, and people were really into it.
It was really
How
fun.
did you get them involved?
Actually, it's kind of funny. Rachel knows them from Hawaii, and then myself and my cousin Adri had met them when they'd given a free concert once in a park, and they know Nina, the original creator of Revo, and so when we were thinking of a band to bring up, they just came to mind, A, because they were really awesome, B, because they were kind of cheap, and C, because they had some sort of connection with the whole thing. And then, yeah, they just said yes right away. They were really, really excited. So.
Now, you mentioned cheap, and that got me thinking about how much funds were you able to raise for this, this Peru house?
Still counting.
Yeah.
Still
we are
counting?
getting more every day. Like we have been getting probably over $100 every day.
Are people
since.
still donating?
They
Yeah,
are.
they
Oh,
are.
wow.
Yeah,
So-
they have, people have the option to still give. If they want to write checks, they can make them out to Pacific Union College, Memo, Revo. They can take those to the advancement office or to Julie Delato in the campus center. And we're also still selling these. We'll be selling them again in the CAF next week,
These
Tuesday
awesome-
through Friday during lunch.
Awesome T-shirts.
So we're still pulling in the funds just here and there from different things. And
Good,
yeah.
good.
The original count, well, as of Saturday night, what we had that night in our hands, we were to 7,100. And
Wow.
I would say like Tuesday, we had probably 7,500, but we haven't collected some of the funds still from the silent auction, so we're gonna leave it at 7,500 until we have an
Wow.
official number in our account.
And the amazing part is that our goal originally was 5,000, and we exceeded it by so much.
150%
Yeah,
so
and
far.
not only that, but like I'm not sure if you've heard, but there's other Revos that are around the nation. Revo
Really?
New York, Revo Los Angeles, Revo Las Vegas,
Guam,
and
Baton Rouge.
yeah, everywhere.
So far
And-
there have been 4 that have taken place. We're the 5th one. We're the first campus-wide Revo.
Yeah, and I believe that we were able to raise the most
We've raised
out
the
of,
most.
out of all the Revos, and just to
Go
so
PC
far.
Revo.
yeah, that's amazing because like of all
Wow.
these big name cities, and then here comes Angwin out of
Angwin on the
nowhere.
map.
Yeah,
Go
and
to
just
the
shows
PC.
it just shows how much people are capable of. Like if they are willing, you know, it's not we shouldn't be intimidated by the fact that we're a smaller school, or you know, it just if you have the heart to do it, we can do it, and that's what's so great about Revo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
imagine what like Revo UCLA could do.
I know,
Like
I
Revo
know.
Berkeley.
Seriously.
There will be
Yeah.
one there someday. I know there will.
Yeah. Well, we have to get wrapping this up, but if you could give that information on how people could donate again, I think that'd be great.
Okay, make checks payable to Pacific Union College, Memo, Revo, and those can be dropped off at the advancement office, which is between Chanshan Hall and the Newton parking lot, or they can leave them with Julie Delato in the campus center.
And also, if you have any cash donations, you can take them straight to the cashier's office in the finance building. And Revo has its own account. We are officially a school club. So,
Okay.
yeah, cash can go
If
straight
people
to
were
there.
to mail this in, the address would be?
Advancement Office, 1 Angwin Avenue, Angwin, California, 94508.
And all these funds
Pam
are going straight to the Not for Sale campaign's cause, which is building a shelter and a vocational training center for formerly trafficked kids in Peru.
Excellent.
So it's going straight to Peru. Yeah.
Great. Thank you, ladies, for coming on the show.
Thank
and
you.
Thank you once again for tuning in to Puc-Cast. We hope to see you next week.
GE! My little GE fish.